Hello, everyone, and welcome back to All Levels English Lab. I'm Emily, and welcome to episode 2 of our 20 Essential Daily Sentences series. I hope you've been practicing the sentences from our first episode, because today we're diving into 20 more absolutely essential expressions that you'll hear native English speakers use every single day. And let me tell you, these sentences are pure gold for making your English sound natural and conversational. You know what I love about this series? It's that these sentences aren't just vocabulary, they're complete thoughts that native speakers use automatically. When you master these expressions, you're not just learning words, you're learning how English speakers actually think and communicate in real situations. In today's episode, we're focusing on some incredibly useful expressions for everyday interactions, from asking for favors to expressing preferences, from being polite to showing enthusiasm. These are the kinds of sentences that will make people think, wow, their English sounds so natural. What's really exciting about today's selection is that these sentences cover so many different social situations. Whether you're at work, with friends, shopping, or just having casual conversations, you'll find yourself using these expressions constantly once you learn them properly. The key to mastering these sentences isn't just memorizing them. It's understanding the exact situations where they're used, the tone they convey, and the natural rhythm that makes them sound authentic. That's exactly what we're going to focus on today. So get ready to add 20 more powerful expressions to your English toolkit. Let's jump right in. Sentence 1. Do me a solid. Let's start with our first sentence. Do me a solid. This is a really casual, friendly way to ask someone for a favor, and it's incredibly popular in American English. When you say, do me a solid, you're asking someone to help you out, but in a very informal, almost buddy-to-buddy way. It's much more relaxed than saying, could you please help me? Or would you mind doing me a favor? For example, you might say to your roommate, hey, could you do me a solid and pick up some milk on your way home? Or to a coworker, can you do me a solid and cover my shift on Friday? I have a family emergency. What makes this expression so great is that it sounds friendly and casual, like you're talking to a good friend. It's not demanding or formal. It's just a natural way to ask for help. You might hear someone say, do me a solid and don't mention this to my mom, okay? Or, could you do me a solid and lend me $20 until payday? The phrase solid here means something good or helpful, like a solid favor. It's slang, but it's very commonly used, especially among younger people and in casual situations. Sentence 2, do me a favor now, closely related to do me a solid, is do me a favor. This is a bit more standard and can be used in both casual and somewhat more formal situations. Do me a favor is probably one of the most common ways to ask for help in English. You can use it with friends, family, coworkers, even people you don't know very well. For instance, do me a favor and close the door behind you, or can you do me a favor and keep this between us? Sometimes people use it to introduce a request. Do me a favor, next time you go to that restaurant, try the chocolate cake. It's amazing. Or it can be used when you're asking someone to stop doing something. Do me a favor and stop tapping your pen. It's driving me crazy. What's interesting is that do me a favor can also be used sarcastically when someone is asking for something unreasonable. Do me a favor and win the lottery for me, will you? This shows how versatile this expression is. The phrase is completely natural, and you'll hear it dozens of times a day if you pay attention to conversations around you. Sentence 3, I'll be right back. Our third sentence is, I'll be right back, and this is absolutely essential for everyday conversations. It's what you say when you need to leave temporarily, but you're coming back soon. You use this when you're stepping away for a short time, maybe going to the bathroom, answering the phone, getting something from another room, or running a quick errand. For example, I'll be right back. I just need to grab my wallet from the car. Or hold that thought, I'll be right back, someone's at the door. What makes this sentence so useful is that it reassures people that you're not leaving permanently. It's polite and considerate. In a meeting, you might say, I'll be right back, I need to take this important call. At a restaurant, "I'll be right back, I'm just going to wash my hands." Native speakers often shorten this to just "be right back" or even "BRB" in text messages. You might also hear variations like "I'll be back in a second" or "I'll be back in just a minute," but "I'll be right back" is the most common and versatile form. Sentence 4. It's my turn. The fourth sentence is "it's my turn," which is used when you're waiting in line, playing games, or when there's some kind of rotation or order to follow. This sentence is super useful in so many situations. In a game, "Is it my turn yet?" Or "Wait, it's my turn to roll the dice." When you're taking turns doing something, "It's my turn to do the dishes this week," or "It's my turn to choose the movie tonight." You can also use it when you're waiting for service. "Excuse me, I think it's my turn," when someone cuts in line at the bank or store. Or in a group discussion, "I think it's my turn to speak," or "Can I go next?" It's my turn. Sometimes people use it more broadly to mean it's their time to do something they've been waiting for. "I've been supporting everyone else's dreams, now it's my turn," or "It's my turn to be happy." The sentence shows that you understand there's an order or system, and you're politely claiming your position in that order. It's direct but not rude. Sentence 5. I beg your pardon. Our fifth sentence is "I beg your pardon," which is a polite way to say you didn't hear something clearly or you want someone to repeat what they said. This is more formal than just saying "what" or "huh." It's especially useful in professional settings or when you want to sound particularly polite. For example, "I beg your pardon, could you repeat that phone number?" Or "I beg your pardon, I didn't catch your name." "I beg your pardon" can also be used when you want to politely disagree with something or express surprise. "I beg your pardon, but I think you're mistaken about that." Or "I beg your pardon, did you just say the meeting is canceled?" It shows respect and good manners. Sentence 6. Sorry about that. The sixth sentence is "sorry about that," which is a casual way to apologize for small mistakes or inconveniences. This is much more common than "I beg your pardon" in everyday speech. You use it for minor problems or when something goes wrong. For example, "Sorry about that, I didn't mean to step on your foot," or "Sorry about that noise, my dog was barking at the mailman." It's perfect for small social situations. "Sorry about that, I was running late because of traffic," or "Sorry about that mess in the kitchen, I was cooking earlier." You might also use it when you make a small error. "Sorry about that, I gave you the wrong change," or "Sorry about that typo in my email." It acknowledges that something wasn't perfect without making it into a big deal. It's much more natural than saying, "I apologize for small things." You can also use it when referring to something that happened earlier. "Sorry about that meeting running so long this morning," or "Sorry about that weird smell in here, someone burnt popcorn in the microwave." Sentence 7. It's about time. Our seventh sentence is "it's about time," which expresses that something should have happened sooner or that you've been waiting for something for a long time. When you say "it's about time," you're usually expressing relief that something finally happened, often with a hint that it took too long. For example, "You finally called me back, it's about time," or "They're finally fixing that pothole, it's about time." You can use it when someone arrives late. "There you are, it's about time you got here." Or when something good finally happens. "I got the promotion, it's about time." Or "It's about time they opened a good coffee shop in this neighborhood." This is incredibly useful when you're buying coffee, taking a taxi, getting food delivered, or in any situation where tipping is common. For example, if your coffee costs $4.50 and you give the barista $5, you might say, "Keep the change," instead of waiting for your 50 cents back. In a taxi, "The fare is $12, here's $15, keep the change." At a restaurant when paying cash, "The bill is $23.80, here's $30, keep the change." When getting food delivered, "Keep the change, thanks for the quick delivery." It's a simple, polite way to tip someone without having to calculate exact amounts or wait for change. It shows appreciation for good service and makes the transaction smoother. You can also use variations like, "The change is yours," or simply, "That's for you." But "keep the change" is the most standard expression that everyone understands immediately. Sentence 9. It's not my cup of tea. Our ninth sentence is, it's not my cup of tea, which means something isn't to your taste or you don't enjoy it. This is a polite, gentle way to say you don't like something without being harsh or negative. For example, rock climbing, it's not really my cup of tea, but you have fun. Or I tried watching that TV show, but it's not my cup of tea. You can use it for activities. Dancing is not my cup of tea, I prefer quieter hobbies. For food, sushi isn't my cup of tea, I prefer cooked food. For entertainment, horror movies aren't my cup of tea, they give me nightmares. What makes this expression so useful is that it's polite and non-judgmental. You're not saying something is bad, just that it's not for you personally. It's much nicer than saying, I hate that, or that's stupid. You might hear people say, it's just not my cup of tea, or that's not really my cup of tea. Sometimes people flip it around and say, that's exactly my cup of tea, when they really like something. Sentence 10. It's not my business. The 10th sentence is, it's not my business, which means something doesn't concern you or you don't want to get involved. This sentence is perfect when people try to involve you in drama, gossip, or situations that don't concern you. For example, what they do with their money is not my business, or their relationship problems are not my business. You can use it to stay out of conflicts. I'm not taking sides, it's not my business, or don't ask me what I think about their divorce, it's not my business. It's also good for avoiding gossip. I don't know why she quit, and honestly, it's not my business. The phrase shows that you respect other people's privacy, and you don't want to interfere. It's a mature way to avoid getting drawn into situations where you don't belong. Sentence 11. Piece of cake. Our 11th sentence is piece of cake, which means something is very easy to do. When you say something is a piece of cake, you're saying it requires little effort or skill. For example, don't worry about that math problem, it's a piece of cake. Or installing this software, piece of cake, I'll have it done in 5 minutes. You can use it to reassure someone who's worried about a task. You're nervous about the presentation, don't be, it'll be a piece of cake. Or learning to drive stick shift looked hard, but it was a piece of cake. Sentence 12. It doesn't matter, the 12th sentence is, it doesn't matter, which you use when something isn't important or won't affect the outcome. This sentence is incredibly versatile. You can use it to show that you're not bothered by something. You spilled coffee on my shirt. It doesn't matter, it's an old shirt anyway, or you're running late. It doesn't matter, I'm not in a hurry. When someone is apologizing for something minor. Sorry, I forgot to call you back yesterday. It doesn't matter, I wasn't waiting for anything urgent. When people are worried about small details. Should I wear the blue tie or the red tie? It doesn't matter, both look fine. When someone says thank you, instead of just saying you're welcome, you can say not at all to mean it was no trouble or don't mention it. For example, thanks for helping me move. Not at all, I was happy to help. It's also used when someone asks if something is a problem. Do you mind if I open the window? Not at all, please do. Or am I bothering you? Not at all, I wasn't busy. Sentence 14. Forget it. The 14th sentence is forget it, which can mean several different things depending on the context and tone. Sometimes forget it means don't worry about it or it's not important. I owe you $5 from lunch. Forget it, it's not a big deal. Or sorry, I can't help you move tomorrow. Forget it, I'll manage somehow. It can also mean you're giving up on trying to explain something. Let me show you how to use this program. It's too complicated. Forget it, I'll just do it myself. Or when someone isn't understanding you. Never mind, forget it, it's not worth explaining. It can be dismissive, generous, frustrated, or accommodating depending on how you say it. Sentence 15. Don't mention it. Our 15th sentence is don't mention it, which is another polite way to respond when someone thanks you. This phrase means you don't need to thank me or it was my pleasure. For example, thanks for picking up my prescription. Don't mention it, I was going to the pharmacy anyway. Or thank you so much for the ride. Don't mention it, I'm glad I could help. It's similar to not at all, but perhaps slightly more casual. You might use it when you've done a small favor. Thanks for holding the elevator. Don't mention it. Or when you've helped someone. I really appreciate you staying late to help me finish this project. Don't mention it, we're a team. Sometimes people use it when they want to downplay their good deed. You saved my life by lending me your car. Don't mention it, I wasn't using it anyway. It shows humility and that you didn't help expecting thanks. The phrase suggests that the favor was so natural and easy that it doesn't even deserve thanks. That's how willing you were to help. Sentence 16. You bet. The 16th sentence is you bet, which is an enthusiastic way to say yes or absolutely. When someone asks if you want to do something fun, you bet shows you're excited about it. Want to go to the baseball game tonight? You bet. Or are you coming to the party? You bet I am. You can also use it to strongly agree with something. That was a great movie, wasn't it? You bet it was. Or do you think we'll win the game? You bet we will. It's more energetic than just saying yes, and shows that you're not just agreeing, but you're excited or certain about it. Sometimes people extend it to you betcha, which is even more casual and enthusiastic, especially in certain parts of America. Sentence 17. What's going on? Our 17th sentence is what's going on, which is a versatile way to ask about a situation or greet someone. As a greeting, it's very casual. Hey, what's going on? Means how are you? Or what have you been up to? For example, when you see a friend, what's going on? I haven't seen you in weeks. It's also used when you notice something unusual happening. You see a crowd of people gathered. What's going on over there? Or you hear sirens. What's going on? Why are there so many police cars? You can use it when you're confused about a situation. What's going on? Why is everyone looking at me like that? Sentence 18. Guess what? The 18th sentence is guess what, which is used when you have exciting news or information to share. This phrase creates suspense and gets someone's attention before you tell them something interesting. For example, guess what? I got the job. Or guess what happened at work today? It's perfect for sharing good news. Guess what? We're having a baby. Or guess what? I won tickets to the concert. The phrase builds excitement and makes your news seem more important and dramatic. You can also use it for surprising information. Guess what I found out about our neighbor? Or guess what the boss just announced? Sometimes it's used for funny situations. Guess what happened when I tried to cook dinner? Usually, people don't actually wait for the other person to guess. They immediately follow with the information. Guess what? It's going to snow tomorrow. The phrase is just a way to make your news more engaging and exciting. Sentence 19. My pleasure. Our 19th sentence is my pleasure, which is a formal and polite way to respond when someone thanks you. This response suggests that you enjoyed helping or that it made you happy to do the favor. For example, thank you for helping me with my presentation. My pleasure, I learned a lot too. Or thanks for the wonderful dinner. My pleasure, I love cooking for friends. It's slightly more formal than don't mention it or not at all, so it's perfect for professional situations. Thank you for staying late to finish the report. My pleasure, I wanted to make sure it was perfect. It's warm and gracious, showing that you were happy to help. Sentence 20. I hope so. And finally, our 20th sentence is I hope so, which expresses that you want something to happen or be true. When someone makes a positive prediction, I hope so shows you agree and want it to be true. I think it'll be sunny tomorrow. I hope so, I planned a picnic. Or the package should arrive by Friday. I hope so, I need it for the weekend. You can use it when someone suggests something good might happen. Maybe you'll get that promotion. I hope so, I've been working really hard. Or I think the traffic will be light today. I hope so, I don't want to be late. Wow, we've just covered 20 more incredibly useful sentences that will make your English sound so much more natural and fluent. From casual expressions like, do me a solid, to polite responses like, my pleasure. These sentences are the building blocks of natural English conversation. Think about it, in just 2 episodes, you now have 40 essential sentences in your toolkit. These aren't just phrases to memorize. They're complete thoughts that native speakers use automatically in dozens of situations every single day. Here's what I want you to do this week. Choose 5 of today's sentences and make a conscious effort to use them in your conversations. Start with the ones that feel most comfortable to you. Maybe practice, it's not my cup of tea when declining things politely, or use my pleasure when someone thanks you for a favor. Remember, the key to making these sentences sound natural is practice and understanding the exact situations where they fit. Don't just memorize them. Think about the emotions and contexts behind each one. In our next episode, we're going to explore 20 more essential sentences, including expressions for making suggestions, showing surprise, and handling everyday social situations that every English learner needs to master. This has been Emily from All Levels English Lab. Keep practicing these sentences, keep building your confidence, and I'll see you in the next episode of 20 Essential Daily Sentences. Until then, remember, it's not about perfect grammar, it's about natural communication.